Hey there, outdoor enthusiasts. This is HuntNerd, your source for water cooler wisdom and all the latest news from the world of hunting, fishing, shooting, and the outdoors. It's mid-October. This is episode 34. Thank you so very much for checking us out. Here is your outdoor news for today. South Dakota hosted their pheasant opener on this past Saturday. Resident and non-resident alike, pheasant opener across the state. It was perfect weekend for pheasant hunting. A little bit cold, a little bit windy, but not too bad. We got out ourselves, made sure to hit our limit on Saturday, and it was fantastic. Reports from around the state suggest that every region actually seeing an average of around one bird or more per hunter that was out. Some regions reporting as many as an average of 2 birds per hunter. This was from an early report already on Saturday evening. So it was a great pheasant opener. This is the 100th season, 100th pheasant season for the state of South Dakota, so it's really cool. You got plenty of time to get back out there yet if you haven't gone out. Runs through the end of the year, I believe, for South Dakota pheasant season. Also, Wisconsin, the kind of the holy land, the mecca for all of the CWD studies lately, has a new proposal on the table where they might pay you $1,000 to go shoot a CWD infested deer in areas where there's high population of infested deer. Now, the reason they're doing this is because the last few years there have been a law that says there's mandatory checking, mandatory reporting for every deer that gets shot in these high volume areas. However, that's failed because not a lot of hunters are actually following through with the regulation to bring in their deer and get it checked out. So because of that, the study has failed, and they're looking for new ways to incentivize hunters to get checked out. One of those proposals includes giving hunters $1,000 to shoot a CWD infested deer so that they can actually do some real studies, get some real hard numbers on just how prevalent the disease is in the area. So if you want $1,000 and you want a deer hunt at the same time, you might just want to head to Wisconsin. Also, our wild news story for the day: a Florida man has recently been arrested for trespassing and poaching. Not a smart move here. Mario Palacio was recently arrested for poaching a 23-point buck, a huge 23-point buck, on a state-owned construction site. Now, Palacio probably would have gotten away with this, but because the local police force are all avid outdoorsmen, they make a regular practice of patrolling this area around this site because there's rumor of a really large buck. Palacio happened to be caught picking up that buck on the state land. He was pulled over where they found a 30-06, a spent shell casing, and the 205-inch 23-point buck in the back of his truck, for which he did not have a tag. That's your news for today. This is HuntNerd, episode 34, reminding you, if you're going to hunt, hunt smart. And if you're listening to this stuff on Amazon Alexa, know that you can always go watch these videos on YouTube. And if you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. And just remember, you can always go get all this content, all this information on demand from your smart home devices like Google Home and Amazon Alexa. See ya.